Every year, within the historic walls of Oxford University, a traditional ceremony known as the bidding prayer takes place. During this service, the university honors its greatest historical benefactors. And right alongside kings, nobles, and scholars, one modest name is read aloud: Georges van Houten. Students and guests often look around in confusion. Who was he? A renowned scientist? A wealthy aristocrat? No, he was an artist, one whom very few people remember today. A master who had every chance of standing shoulder to shoulder with Picasso, Matisse, and Braque. His work was filled with raw energy, praised by top Paris critics, yet at the height of his career, he simply vanished from the art world. Why did an artist destined for global fame voluntarily become a recluse, refuse to sell his paintings, and hold a lifelong grudge against the art establishment? Let's uncover the true story of Georges van Houten. It started as a textbook success story. Born in Antwerp in 1888 to a Dutch family, Georges van Houten soon found his true home in Paris, the beating heart of early 20th century art. Studying under the Belgian post-impressionist Jacob Smith, young Georges absorbed the emotional intensity of Vincent van Gogh and the gentle humanity of Jean-Francois Millet. His talent bloomed rapidly. By 1913, he was holding solo exhibitions in Paris. His work caught the eye of Theodore Duret, the legendary art critic and premier expert on Impressionism. Duret was so impressed that he personally commissioned Van Houten to paint his portrait. It seemed like a golden ticket to the pinnacle of the art world. But then World War I broke out. Van Houten put down his brushes and joined the Belgian army. Having survived the brutal war, he returned to Paris in 1919 and finally unveiled the finished portrait of Duret at the Salon d'Automne. The response was overwhelming. Critics and the public were captivated. His path to greatness seemed unstoppable. Then came 1920, a turning point that changed everything. Van Houten applied for full membership in the prestigious Société du Salon d'Automne. To his shock, he was rejected. In reality, due to post-war nationalist pressures, the Salon had rejected all foreign applicants that year. It was not a personal slight. However, Van Houten, deeply sensitive and proud, took it as a bitter betrayal. He became convinced it was a malicious plot orchestrated by his contemporary rivals, Matisse and Braque. A deep sense of disillusionment took root in his heart. When he inherited a massive fortune in 1933, giving him complete financial freedom, he made a radical choice. He would never exhibit or sell another painting again. He retreated into his private studio. Art was no longer his career. It became his private diary, locked away from public view. Above all else, Van Houten was obsessed with the fluidity of line. He once wrote, "I would like one day to execute my line with a single stroke, as easily as I move my arm, to draw with no more effort than I write a letter." Free from the pressure of commercial success, he spent his remaining years creating hauntingly beautiful lithographs and paintings depicting Montmartre, the circus, and the louche atmosphere of the Moulin Rouge. Heavily influenced by Toulouse-Lautrec, he captured dancers, performers, and night patrons with effortless grace, capturing what he called our poor post-war humanity. When Georges van Houten passed away in 1964, he bequeathed over 300 of his paintings and his personal collection to the Ashmolean Museum at Oxford. And that is why his name echoes in the university's prayer to this day. He turned his back on fame during his lifetime, but left behind a deeply personal, expressive, and timeless legacy. Now, I invite you to step into the world of Georges van Houten, feel the bohemian spirit of 1920s Montmartre, and appreciate the effortless beauty of his lines. Enjoy the view.
Mm-hmm.